Alright you guys, welcome back to Boricua Reviews. This is part 2 of my bookshelf tour. If you are watching this, I hope you guys watched part 1 of my bookshelf tour, which shows the first 4 shelves of my bookshelf. And now I'm down to my last 2. My 4th shelf, if you guys can see, is my Vampires and Angels section. As you guys can see, I have another John Green sampler. I picked up about 3 or 4 of those when I went. I don't know why, I just did. Alright, to start off my 4th shelf, I have the Vampire Academy. 2 of them, not series, I only have 2 of them. I have the first one, Vampire Academy by Richelle Mead, and the 5th one, Spirit Bound. I only have the first and the 5th one because I bought these from Craigslist, and the guy only had these 2 books. They were only $3 each, so I went ahead and got them. This next book is the spin-off series to the Vampire Academy, which is the first book, Bloodlines by Richelle Mead. This next book series I have here is the Twilight series by Stephenie Meyers. Who doesn't own this book series? Everyone has this series on their bookshelves. And everyone knows they love this series, even though a lot of people are acting like they don't. But deep down, you guys know y'all truly love this book series and the movies as well. The first one is Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, and Breaking Dawn. And this last book here I have is the Twilight Saga, the official illustrated guide that I got for $1. Only $1, and look how pretty it is. Alright, my next book series I have is the House of Night series. It's a mother-daughter duo. It's PC Cast and Kristen Cast. The first one, it's a lot of books, you guys. The first one is Marked, second Betrayed, Chosen, Untamed, Haunted. The next half, starting in book 6, is Tempted, Burned, Awakened, Destined, and Hidden. I'm only missing Revealed. These are all 10 of my House of Night books. They could have easily made these 2 into 1 book, these 2 into 1 book. Yeah, they could have easily made 5 books out of this series, but I guess they decided to make more money doing short reads. I've read all the way to Awakened. I only need to read Destined and Hidden, plus Revealed that I do not own yet, but I will pretty soon. The next 3 books are my novellas for the House of Night series, also by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. The first one is The Dragon's Oath, Lenobia's Vow, and Neferet's Curse. I haven't read any of these yet, but I will pretty soon. As soon as I finish the rest of the book series, eventually I will get to them. Alright, that ended my vampire books, and now on to my angel books. First up in my angel section is the first and second book to the Penryn and the End of Days series, which is Angel Fall and World After by Suzanne E. I have not read these books yet, but I have been hearing a lot of good things about it, and I know my boyfriend is still currently reading Angel Fall and he is loving it now, so I will eventually be getting to these books too. The next 3 books are from the Hush Hush series by Becca Fitzpatrick. I am only missing the last one, which is Finale. The first one is Hush Hush, second one is Crescendo, and the third one is Silence. I read all 4 of these books and I did love the series. Next up is my Infernal Devices series, Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess. And as you guys can see, I am currently reading this one because I have to go buy City of Heavenly Fire, and to do that I have to read these 3 first, and I did enjoy these first 2 books and I am really enjoying this one, so hopefully it doesn't have a sad ending like I've heard. Continuing on with my Cassandra Clare collection, I have book 3, 4, and 5 of the Mordor Instrument series, which is City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, and City of Lost Souls. And I will be owning book 6 this month, City of Heavenly Fire. And I just ordered the first book, and hopefully I can find the second book too so I can complete this collection. That concludes my 4th shelf, which is Vampires and Angels. Now on to the final shelf. For my last shelf, as you guys can see, is a little bit of a mess right now. There's no particular order to it. It's just we've been buying way too many books and not enough room for them. This side over here is I have a series right here, and then the rest of them are two to a series for the books, and then I have some of my daughter's books, and then more books behind there. But alright, let me start showing you guys which ones we have. The first book I have here is Completely Awesome by Ripley's Believe It or Not. I actually love this cover. It's shiny and interesting, so I loved it. It was really cheap, so I bought it. The next books that I have here are the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series by Jeff Kinney. These are my daughter's books that we got for her. We have Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which is the first one. Roderick Rules, The Last Straw, Dog Days, The Ugly Truth. Continuing on with The Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Book 6, Cabin Fever, Book 8, Hard Luck. We cannot find Book 7 anywhere, so we're missing that one. That's the only one that we're missing. And then over here we have a do-it-yourself book and the movie diary. I have seen the movies for the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the first, second, and third one. They are hilarious. They are great. I do recommend you guys to go see those if you haven't. I haven't read the books, but the movies are hilarious. Next up is The Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I actually have the hardcover book and the softcover arc to this. I had ordered this and they sent me the wrong one, so they gave me my money back and I went and bought the right one. It does not want to stay up. The next book is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I have not read this book yet, but I have heard a lot of great things about this book, so hopefully this summer I will be able to pick it up and read it because it does sound interesting. The next book we have here is the Marvel Encyclopedia. Us in this family, we absolutely love superheroes and villains and all that, so you know we had to buy this book. We will be getting the DC one soon. It's the definitive guide to the characters of the Marvel Universe. Next up is Wonders of the World. This has 100 incredible and inspiring places on Earth. Hopefully one day I will be able to open this book and just point to wherever I want to go to and take a trip. Mind Games by Kirsten White. The Archived by Victoria Schwab. I've read this book and I absolutely loved it. I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. I did a review on this book, so if you guys want to check that out, go to my review playlist and check out all my book reviews. Delirium by Lauren Oliver. Midnight for Charlie Bone by Jenny Nemo, I think. The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. Again, I read this book and also gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, and I also did my very first couple review with my boyfriend on this, so if you guys want to check that out, go ahead. The Host by Stephanie Meyer. This is the third book that Shannon and I plan to read this summer, and most likely we are going to do it in August. Yes, that's right. We have not read this book yet. I know. Probably the last ones in this world that haven't read this book. Written in Red by Anne Bishop. Steel Heart by Brandon Sanderson. This will most likely be our next couple edition review because my boyfriend already read it. I just need to read it myself. Bonnie by Iris Johansson. The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. Very good movie. The Fabulous Girls Book by Vina Barrow-Smith. These next books I have here are from the Pretty Little Liars series by Sarah Shepard. I have the first book, which is Flawless, and I believe this is the 7th and the 8th book, I'm not sure, which is Heartless and Wanted. Next book is Nervous by Zane. This is my boyfriend's little freaky book. The next book I have here, it doesn't have no pictures to it, but it's Monster by A. Lee Martinez. This book actually belongs to one of my boyfriend's friends. She lent it to him about 3 years ago, and it's still here. The Carrie Diaries by Candace Bushnell. The Prophecy of Arcadia by M.H. Soares. Check out my review on this book on Goodreads. Starters by Lisa Price. The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the second book of Shannon and I's summer reads. We plan on reading this in July. Struck by Jennifer Bosworth, Legend by Marie Lu, Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. The next set of books I have are my Graceland series. I say it's a trilogy. I know a lot of people don't say it is, but I don't care. It's 3 books to a series, so I'm gonna say it's a trilogy. I know book 2 is a companion novel, but yeah, whatever. The first one is Graceling, Fire, and then Bitter Blue by Kristen Kishore. The next 2 books I have are, I guess, from the Monument 14 series. The first one is Monument 14, and the second one is Sky on Fire by Emily Bourne. I know the third one is out, which is Monument 14, Savage Drift, and I will be adding it to my collection this summer. The next 2 books I have are The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer and The Evolution of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hopkins. Retribution of Mara Dyer is out, and I will be adding that to my collection as well. Book 3 in the Maze Runner trilogy, The Death Cure by James Dashner. And the prequel to the Maze Runner trilogy, The Kill Order by James Dashner. I can't wait for the movie to come out. It does come out this year, folks. The Maze Runner, people, not The Kill Order, the Maze Runner movie. My very last 2 books on my bookshelf tour are Unwind and Unholy by Neil Shusterman. No, they are not the worst books at all. Unwind was actually pretty good. I did a review on it with my boyfriend. It's just a disturbing book, but yes, it's really good. Probably one of the best books on my bookshelf. I do recommend this series, folks. Well, there you have it, my last 2 shelves on my bookshelf. Now you guys seen what I own. Now I'm gonna give you a shot of my first 4 shelves, because I know there are some of you guys out there that just watch my second video and not my first. So I'm gonna give you a quick look at what I have. My books. Love my books. Love my bookshelf. My broken Harry Potter series. Thank you guys again for joining me on my very first bookshelf tour. My books. I love my books. Anyway, if there are books in here that you guys have read, that you guys loved or didn't like, let me know your thoughts on them in the comments below. If you guys love this video, please hit the like button and also follow me on Instagram. I think that's all I have to say. You guys have a good day. Bye.